Do you want to get your mudroom more organized? In this video, I'm going to show you how to build this style bench, but you can customize it in any width and in different depths, the easy and inexpensive way. Real quick, before I get into the build, I want to just talk a little bit why I chose this type of mudroom bench. This is obviously in my garage. This is the unload load zone. I needed something that can store big items like hockey bags and deal with really muddy, snowy, wet boots all the time. So the beauty of this design is we're using the existing floors, so it's easy to sweep and clean. It's easy to take boots and just set them in the shelf. You can have taller boots and they'll fit underneath. There's more clearance here, and you're never having to pick something up and set it on a shelf and then later on have to go and clean that shelf. The other thing is you can tuck shoes underneath with your feet since you're not having to lift it. So it's just one more thing that might encourage users to put their shoes away. I also love how it looks. It's really clean. It's very sturdy, so there's absolutely no wobble. It's well made, but the best part about it, it's actually really inexpensive. For this bench, which is over 12 feet long, cost me about $130 in lumber, and that's with our inflated lumber prices right now. So it's very economical, and as you'll see in this video, it's actually very easy to build.
The pieces for this mudroom bench, the way it's designed, it's going to need some base supports to tie them in together. I'm using 1x3s. So the plywood pieces will be the uprights, if you will, and this is also going to serve as organization to keep contents separated when it's completed. And then the 1x3s are kind of the skeleton in between to tie them together. I'm just using furring strips. They're going to be pretty much hidden when the mudroom bench is done. So these were about $1.50 for an 8-foot board. And I just pocket hold it all together. Since this is on the garage floor, we're going to use these little furniture feet that you can just attach to the bottom to elevate it above. So if there's any water on the garage floor, it has a chance to dry. You can buy adjustable ones. They're a little bit more expensive if your garage floor has a slant to a center drain. Now I'm going to start working on the face frame. I do recommend a face frame for this project because it's going to stiffen up those plywood panels on the front so they don't wobble one way or the other. And the other thing is I'm expecting my mudroom to get beat up quite a bit with shoes and hockey pucks and all those things. So the face frame will really help to keep the front edges protected and to keep them from splaying one way or the other. And I think it just looks really good too. So I used a locally harvested spruce for my face frame. You can also use a poplar or other hardwood or even a stain grade board. So this is the bench framework. It turned out really awesome and it was actually pretty easy to put together. So I'm also going to attach the face frame pieces together from the top. You could use a pocket hole, but I'm using these 2-inch screws just because it would be really cumbersome to build such a giant face frame. If I'm going a little fast here, don't worry. I have a free template that's linked in the description that has all the details, so you can just click on over there and, get specifics. Okay, so now for the top. So you don't want to use a plywood top because plywood surface is just not a real nice surface for a top, and you can't get the right lengths. With 1x boards like I'm using, you can just go to your store and buy a length in 12, 16 feet long if that's how long your mudroom is, and then just cut it down to size. So I'm using 1x6s here for the depth of the base that I did. The 3 1x6s worked out perfectly, but if you're doing a different depth, you might use 1x8s, you might use 4 1x6s or 2 1x6s and 1x8 to get the right depth. I just pocket hole the middle board on both sides, that way I can attach it to the 2 outer boards to make the top. I definitely recommend pocket holing it just to create a nice secure top. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and paint that base up now just so it has some time to dry while I work on the top. I use this nice charcoal color and really excited about how it turned out. And then the top, I just pocket hold it together and stained it with sun bleached by Varathane and attached it to the top with some screws from the underside.
Well, what a fun project that was. I was actually really surprised at how amazing it turned out, and it feels super luxurious to drive in my garage and see this in the garage, because normally something like this would cost so much that you'd never put it in your garage, but because we've made it easy and affordable, why wouldn't you? So next week I'm going to tackle the hutch system. I got some ideas for that, but if you have some ideas, feel free to leave that in the comments and let me know what you think of this bench system. We sure appreciate you guys watching this week, and we'll see you next week with a brand new video. Thank you.